Bringing about a company culture change can be a challenging process. People, just like an organization, are complex, so changing habits and set thought patterns can be difficult. You know this personally if you've ever tried to change up a daily habit. Hi, I'm Debbie Dalmaharan and lead coach at Insight Solutions. In our last video, we talked about how to recognize if your business needs a culture change. Today, we are diving into successfully engaging your employees to sustain that culture change. Employee engagement is vital to business success. And as you navigate through changing your company culture, having your employees engaged will make your transition much easier. During a culture change, leaders should make it a priority to ensure that employees are engaged by starting with leadership being genuine and open. This allows employees to feel that they are heard and empowered. When employees are engaged, they understand and align with the company values and are more dedicated to the mission. This generates loyalty towards the company and a motivation to perform their best. They feel empowered to play an active role and make a difference. When you make employees feel included and part of the process, they become your partners in driving the culture change that you desire. Let's discuss a communication strategy. When you start a culture change, it's important to have a strategy for how you want to go about employee engagement. This is where you choose your narrative and decide how to reach employees. It's even more important if your workforce spans over several locations, such as in the case with a remote workforce. It's also important to be thoroughly prepared by ensuring the information you're sharing is accurate and reliable. Update and communicate with the employees on a regular basis. Your communication doesn't need to be lengthy lectures. Keep it simple, easy to understand, and consistent. Now we're going to cover some specific tips for increasing employee engagement during a culture change. Our first tip: create a network. Changing a culture is more than just sending out memos and hoping employees will get the idea. It's about how you present yourself and engage with the people that make up the company. Create a network of people that you communicate with regularly. This will be your place to share your thoughts and get advice on important issues that come up. Secondly, encourage feedback. Engagement is a two-way street. The best way to encourage employee engagement is to get their feedback. Ask your employees to give their feedback on the changes being made. This is not the time to get upset when someone isn't on board. This is a time to listen openly. And when you do implement changes based on their feedback, make sure to share it with them. Create a visual display to bring your culture to life. The use of symbols, artifacts, and pieces of art that represent your culture can open doors that words sometimes can't. This can include your company values on t-shirts and other merchandise, or planning rituals and building traditions around your culture. This is a physical reminder of what the company values most. Next, create meaning. People are more likely to understand and adapt to a culture change when they find meaning in it. Allow your employees to make sense of the culture change on their own, which allows the change process to go smoother. Let your employees absorb the information, ask questions, and express what the change means to them. Create opportunities for them to process the culture change. Lastly, own the change. To get your employees engaged and excited about the change, company leaders should start by owning the change and adapting the new mindsets themselves. It's hard to change employee mindsets if they believe that the change is only about the bottom line and they're not valued as people. When you embrace the mindset you want to bring the company, you'll inspire your staff to follow. During a culture shift, it is important to find ways to build trust with your employees. When you go beyond words, it will lead to a healthy relationship with your employees through change. Live your values and have fun while doing it, encouraging others to follow. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and get more helpful tips delivered right to you by clicking the subscribe button.